Hey guys, this is Vikramaditya. Today we are going to discuss about an article on the topic the person who created his own space company after reading books. So here we go. So let us understand the introduction part in detail first. Elon Musk is far-sighted, futuristic, barrier-free thinking, entrepreneurial spirit, and currently the world's richest Canadian-American business magnate with a net worth of 230.4 billion USD dollar real-time net worth as of 18th of July, that is first in the world today. People like Elon Musk are born to three in a century. He is the people who know how to control the future through envision. At the age of 10 years of age, he had read so many books that even a basic graduate cannot read, and by the age of 12, he sold the code of a basic based video game called the created called Blaster to PC and Office Technology magazine for approximately $500. So basically, at the age of 12 years, he had programmed a basic video game called the Blaster and sold it to the Office Technology magazine for approximately 500 USD dollar. His childhood reading included Isaac Asimov's Foundation series, from which he drew the lesson that you should try to take the set of actions that are likely to prolong civilization, minimize the probability of a dark age, and reduce the length of a dark age if there is one. So, since childhood, he had more focus that the biggest problem is to find solutions. He uses to say, looking for the solution is the biggest problem. So, according to Elon Musk, problem is not the biggest problem, but looking for the solution is the biggest problem. If someone inside his company says that it cannot happen, then it will be his last day in his company. This is the strong willpower of Elon Musk. So here we can learn that one of the Elon Musk's strong willpower is what? Commitment, right? So whatever he says, he does that. He is a prolonged human who has always focusing on the inventions of high class products. He is a self-taught programmer and rocket scientist. So Elon Musk is a programmer as well as rocket scientist. He hasn't attained the formal education for rocket science. He understood the whole rocket science by reading books. He too creates deep vision, obsession, and persistence by reading books for long hours. He says that strong leaders do not try to force a square peg in a round hole. He considers a wise person is one who leads his high performance team and recognizes their core inner strength. It means a fish can never climb a tree on the trees, monkeys can climb on the trees, but a fish can never climb on the trees in its entire life. He believes that if extraordinary work is to be done from the team, then it is necessary to have a powerful team. So basically, he meant to say that teamwork divides the work but multiplies the success. Elon believes hiring the right person at first. Goals shouldn't be the changed. Goals shouldn't be changed, but the ways are to be changed. He believes. Elon says, I don't expect to do what is possible. I want to do what needs to be done. So let us discuss about the list of companies owned by Elon Musk. So here are some of the companies which are owned by Elon Musk. The first one is Tesla, SpaceX, right? OpenAI, SolarCity, Boring, and so on. He says you want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great. And what's that? And that's what being a space-faring civilization is all about. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past. And I can't think of anything more exciting than going out there and being among the stars. So basically, this is the pictorial of uh, Mars mission, right? Uh, which has been named as Mars and Beyond. the road to making humanity multiplanetary. So this is one of the missions uh, owned by SpaceX. So he's very his Mars mission. He thinks life should be on possible on Mars. His missions included planting trees on Mars and sending humans on it. For the very purpose, he traveled to Russia and said that I want to have arrangements for a rocket that takes me to Mars. They proposed to him that it could cost 800 million USD dollar. Now he thought 800 800 million USD dollar is too much. When he tried to negotiate more in Russia, his project was rejected. He came back to USA and thought, why don't I create my own company? He started to learn day and night and founded his own company called SpaceX. So which is one of the topmost companies in the world. Just like Henry Ford had created economically viable automobile industry. So basically, he got a lesson in the Russia that he must create economically and sustainable rocket that would benefit him throughout his life, right? For every kind of missions which is going to be held in future relating to a space and all. When Henry Ford made the automobile company economically viable, why can't space travel be economically viable? He thought of reusable rockets. So basically, he tried to learn about the reusable rockets, on how to make the reusable rockets. His actual issue was not that the rocket had to reach the orbit. His actual issue was how to take the rocket to orbit at low cost and have to bring the same rocket for use. So this was one of the challenging tasks for Elon Musk, to get the rocket in the orbit and to get it back for reuse. So this is one of the interesting invention, you can say, done by Elon Musk. This was really the challenging task for him for the first time in the first instance. When he launched his first rocket, his rocket caught fire and caused a huge loss to his company. When he launched his second rocket, it reached the space, but it didn't reach orbit. And for the third time, the rocket didn't reach orbit. He nearly went bankrupt. All the money was gone. All the funding was gone. The contract that was found with NASA has also ended. The investor said that nothing can happen. But he said, one more time, I will do it for one more time. What a crazy man he was. Yes, we can of course learn that he was the craziest person who was very crazeful about his will. He again made a crazy announcement that I'm going to do the fourth launch in a few months. He had a huge risk of appetite. He risked everything. He risked his life, he risked his family, he risked his background and everything. He shifted after selling his house on rent, and finally his fourth launch came to success. This time not only was successful but also got the project from NASA worth 1.5 billion USD dollar. So basically in the fourth attempt he got success, and he also got the project from NASA worth 1.5 billion USD dollar. Today he is sending NASA's cargo, equipment and satellite to orbit. At the same time he entered Tesla Motors, and very soon he is appointed as the CEO. He believes failure is an option, art of failing successfully. So this is one of the saying of Elon Musk, that failure is an option. If you want to fail, you will of course get fail. So art of failing successfully. So he basically believed in trying more and more. Elon Musk, in the words of one blogger who did a series in-depth interviews with the Tesla and SpaceX founder, is basically the raddest man alive. So he's also, known by the phrase the raddest man alive, who could fail to be impressed by a single entrepreneur who has set his sights on both getting humans to Mars and revolutionizing our energy economy. Because Musk is so obviously extraordinary, it could be easy to feel like his career is a world apart. The efforts of a visionary that mere mortals like us could never evaluate. But while it is probably true that for most of us the ship has sailed on the leading the way to interplanetary travel, that doesn't mean folks with more down to earth careers having nothing to learn from the Mongol. So here are the 10 lessons that we can learn from Elon Musk's life. The first rule of success is never give up. He believed in trying more and more. So, the first rule of success, according to Musk's theory, is that never give up, never ever give up. The second rule is that really like what you do, what you like to do, what you are passionate about. You should do that, you should definitely try that. The third rule of success is do not listen to the little man. You should always listen to yourself and not to others. Do what your brain and heart says and not run on the other's opinion. Take a risk, yes. There is one quotation which is quoted by Mark Zuckerberg is that the biggest risk is not taking in risk. So if you want to get success, if you want to get success in life, you have to take a risk. Do something important, yes, do something extraordinary, do something important. The sixth rule of success is that focus on single over noise. Similarly, the seventh rule of success is that look for problem solvers. Similarly, eighth rule of success is that attract great people. You should be accompanied by the good people having good plans, having good objectives in their life. So you should always be surrounded by the people having goals, visions, right, in their life. Similarly, the ninth rule of success is having a great product. If you want to achieve something, if you want to do something extraordinary in your life, you have to have a great product. You have to solve the problem for a long term. Your solution should be sustainable. Similarly, the 10th rule of success is that work super hard. If you want to really achieve something great, really achieve if you want to really achieve something extraordinary, you have to try super duper hard. So these are the 10 success keys given by Elon Musk. So this was all about this article. This was all about this article. The person who created his own space company after reading books. Hope you have liked this. Thank you.